Last sound from group 7, R sound. And finally, we are here to discuss this. We can imagine that this sound is a combination of a vowel and a consonant sound. So, we are going to discuss this sound with the things in the environment. New sound with the letter shape, story action, letter formation, sounding, and jolly song. Some teachers and some parents think that these sounds are not easy to introduce or these are not necessary. So it's important to know that these sounds are crucial and very simple English words are made because of these sounds. For example, car. So if they are not able to understand these sounds, they would keep on saying or producing the words in incorrect pronunciation. Before introducing the sound, we always revise last sounds covered in the group 6, y, x, ch, sh, l. So these are the 5 sounds from group 6. In the vocabulary basket, you can put a picture of the park, darkness, cards, and a chocolate bar. And then you can introduce the letter and you can talk about it that these two letters are making this R sound. If they will try to say it with the phonics, they might not be able to pronounce it properly. For example, they would try maybe in this way a and r, but it's totally different than R sound. So we have to tell them
ah, ah, arm, ah, ah, ah.
ये साउंड बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट है बच्चों को करवाने के लिए और मैं समझती हूँ कि जब तक बच्चे इन तमाम साउंड्स को नहीं कर लेते उनके लिए बहुत डिफ़िकल्ट होता है इंग्लिश की वोकैबुलरी और सिस्टम को अंडरस्टैंड करना. We can tell them the story of Arzoo, who loves to play in the park. So in this picture, there we can see there's a chart on display, and you can say that the Arzoo is here, and the doctor is saying to say ah. This is the sound of the day. Talk about the star, talk about the arm and the car.
Ah, ah, arm, ah, ah, ah.
Say the sound, do the action. Children open their mouths wide, saying ah.
Ah, ah, arm, ah, ah, ah.
In the letter formation, they know that now this time they are going to make these two letters in a joined up handwriting. A and R. These are joined together so that they gives a feeling of one sound. R. In some schools, they promote, they uh, persuade children to have a circle around this digraph sound or underline those sounds so that the children know that these two sounds, these two letters are making only one sound. You put your finger on the tracing dot and match letters with pictures, car and star. Now listen carefully and tell where is the sound. In the park, sound is in the middle. In the arm, sound is in the beginning, and in jar, sound is at the end. You can talk about the stars and tree barks available to them. In the story time, you can talk about the story of the owl who was afraid of the dark. In the activity time, they can do the tree bark rubbings with crayons. In the worksheet time, they have to circle in the picture in the letter shape, color in the picture, and keep on tracing on the dots. This is the last sound of group 7 from Jolly Phonics program. Again, they can look for these things at home and bring to show to the teacher and the parents. You can play this game with the children, and they can also think about more words starting with the sound. The sound can also come in the middle or at the end. Aris and Arzoo name, sing arch and artwork, place Armenia, bird and animal, shark and lark, and garlic. Starfish jumped on the bark and shark played in the dark. It's a tongue twister for them. What else can they do? Care of garden, role play, touch your arm, shark in the park, see the garden. And see the star in the jar. They can read this story aloud for the kids, making star on the paper, smile and count these jars. In the vocabulary word bank, they can see that there are many words they can use for identifying this sound. Arch, arc, arm, art. Here R sound is in the beginning, and here R sound is in the middle, and in some places like this one R sound is at the end. At the end we are going to wrap up the stories and actions and all of these sounds with a jolly song. These nursery rhymes and poems help the students a lot.
Why the doctor said, oh, oh. Let me look at your sore throat, please say, oh. Why the doctor.
Okay, so the sounds of group 6 and 7 are almost done, and you can see that at the end there are controlled vowel sounds. We can also reinforce long and short vowel sound in each lesson. So when the children are able uh, to experience phonic sound with smell, taste, touch, then it's very much helpful for them, and they are able to understand the sounds in a fun way.